Hi guys, this is Ginjo from Londonsaurus, and today we are going to be doing a live reaction and a review of Demon Slayer Season 3 Episode 1. Oh boy, I can't wait to start. It's a whole 49 minutes episode, jam-packed with Easter eggs, amazing content. The manga does not do it justice at all. This episode was absolutely amazing. We get to see the upper demon moons, we get to see a few Hashiras, after the last episode whereby the last upper moon was killed. It's such an amazing episode. I'm going to do a few clips in regarding the ones that I think are epic. I'm going to do the review of the whole episode, how I felt. The animation, by the way, the studio did an amazing job. Before we get in, please like and subscribe. It will help us bring out more content in regarding Demon Slayer. We will try to do this review and live reaction every week when the new episode comes out too as well. Okay, so first of all, we go right into it. First part of the episode, we see kind of like their medical corps, kind of like the squad 4 of the Demon Slayer Corp really clean up after a fight, after that epic fight so we pick up straight when Tanjiro and the gang and Tengen and his wives were finally able to kill the upper moon demon. Absolutely amazing fight. You should go and check out the episode to that fight. It's absolutely amazing. It took one Hashira, 3 of his wives, and also Tanjiro and Nezuko to be able to actually even kill, with Nezuko mastering her blood art to even kill the upper moon demon and his sister. So extremely powerful. Muzan even said in 112 years, no upper moon demon has ever been killed. This is unheard of. Obviously, we see Muzan summon all the upper moon demons. All of them are shitting themselves, absolutely scared of him, which is rightfully so. Honestly, the animation is so impressive. I never thought that it would be an upgrade in regarding. I thought Bleach animation was quite crisp, but honestly, they keep on overdoing themselves. The animation doesn't do justice at all, even to the last one. It's absolutely amazing. Honestly, the showcase when the upper demons showed up is absolutely amazing too as well. But yeah, we see after the fight where Gyotaro was killed, and great to see one of my favorite characters, Akaza, honestly, as an upper demon moon, not even as a demon moon, but his character is absolutely amazing. Character design, I've always loved this upper demon moon. He is number 3, which is rightfully so, especially after he fought Rengoku, after he killed Rengoku. I was so pissed off that he killed Rengoku, because I actually loved Rengoku too as well. But I actually love Akaza's design, especially when he was fighting Akaza. When he was fighting Rengoku, Akaza knew he was going to kill him. Obviously, the limits of a human's ability. Even as a Hashira, Rengoku was on top of his game. Rengoku impressed him to a certain level that he's like, listen, I can't even kill you. You're too impressive to kill. We need to preserve you because of how epic you are. Obviously, Rengoku with the absolute pride. I can go on talking about that fight, but he wasn't able. Obviously, Akaza killed, but I love Akaza as a character. Akaza reminds me of a classic character, the stubborn, and kind of like a Grinjao character in Bleach, or like a Bazz-B character in Bleach. He follows Muzan, obviously because Muzan controls him all because of the blood that he turns him into demon, but he has his own mind. He's pissed off that he's at the upper moon demon 3. He's supposed to be in 2 because obviously he brought in upper demon moon 2, but he got promoted before him. He hates the number 1 too as well. He hates the structure of power. Absolutely amazing character. I love this character. We see him get summoned to the infinite castle in the alternate dimension. He said the fact that he's been summoned here obviously means an upper demon has been killed. You can see him kind of getting tense and shivers because he knows that they're going to get a talking to by Muzan. Muzan is not going to be happy there for yourself. This is the first time. The alternate dimension and the infinite castle looks absolutely amazing. Honestly, this is the best showcase I've seen in regarding the upper demons. When they show his eyes, his design, the animation is so crisp. Demon Slayer, the manga doesn't do it justice in regarding the animation now is what we call that. This is what gives Demon Slayer the justice that it deserves. The manga's alright, but honestly, it's not drawn the way the animation made it look. It brought it to life in a very, very epic way. This animation is way better than all the other Demon Slayers that I've watched. Completely amazing. The showcase, every time they show Akaza, the soundtrack, the change, the tenseness when they show his eyes. Upper Moon 3, we get to see him, and also you can tell how strong he is because of the soundtrack and the change of beats that they put every time you see Akaza. You know that he's just a tank of power on his own. He's just a tank. He's extremely powerful. Anytime you show him, that tense moment and that dreary mood of the Demon Slayer that we've always loved. But yeah, we see him, kind of falling into that ultimate dimension, going straight through till he can be able to see or to come to that place that they all meet together at the demon. We finally see him land. That we see one of the Upper Moon demons too as well. But yeah, we see Gyoku. First time we've seen him in animation too as well. Looking absolutely creepy and menacing. Honestly, I have to show you the scene again. I keep on watching it over and over again, where Akaza drops into the infinite dimension, to the infinite castle. Choose well. Such a good animation. That scene blows me away every time. Such an amazing scene there for yourself. But yeah, we see Gyoku for the first time, always like sucking up to everyone. You can tell Akaza is already in a bad mood. I love how bad he is. I love how the soundtracks change, how menacing the atmosphere is. Demon Slayer animation is honestly, I wish I could be able to just completely wipe my memory that I haven't read the manga and just have all these combination of episodes all together so I can watch it to absolutely enjoy the episode. The manga's good, but the episodes are absolutely amazing, and the animation too as well. But yeah, we see him, Hentengu. Obviously, we see Hentengu. We've seen him in the manga. It's kind of this character. He's always shivering, scared. He's got to the creepiest design, massive bulge in his head. With a kimono. We've seen his design, amazing design too as well. He's shivering on the side. Obviously, he's extremely strong. He's an upper demon moon. He's 5. Also, we get to see Hakime. She's the Biwa lady. I think Akaza called her the Biwa lady. We know this has got the ability of doing dimension. She doesn't talk too much, to be fair. She announces kind of when Muzan is around or not. So, because Akaza asked her in a very pissed off way, is Muzan around yet? She was like, they're waiting too as well. And also we get to see the Demon Moon 2 too as well. Domo, quite an interesting character. I like him too as well. I like his character design, very chill, but you can tell he is very, very strong too as well. He does respect Akaza because Akaza brought him in too as well. He likes patronizing him because he's been promoted obviously before him. You can see amazing design. Akaza completely smashes his mouth. You can see it. That scene was absolutely amazing. Smashes his mouth, but it's just playful banter for the both of them. But also slashes his head too as well. But this is where we see the judge, jury, and executioner, number 1 Demon Moon Kokushibo. Honestly, you can tell all the Demon Moons are afraid of him. He's on a completely different level. Even when Muzan came and said, I'm pissed off at all of them, Kokushibo said to Muzan that, what do you want us to do? Nobody could be able to talk to Muzan with such arrogance, but Kokushibo, he's just on a different level. Obviously, Akaza's pissed off doing what he wants. Kokushibo made sure he maintained the level of power and the hierarchy of power too as well by cutting off Akaza's hand immediately without Akaza even realizing it, and telling him he should be able to understand, the hierarchy of power. Akaza looked at him, said, I understand, but one day I am going to kill you. It's so menacing, and it's done so well, how much they hate each other, and also one of the most amazing scenes in this episode when we get to see Muzan. In the infinite dimension, he in an inverted kind of office in a lab, you see Muzan trying to experiment on finding that spider lily to be able to make him be able to be human, to be able to walk. You see him getting more frustrated, saying that in 12 years, was it, that no upper demon moon has ever been killed, but now he seems like he's been too lenient in all of them in regarding that. We see the upper demon moon. We see the upper demon moon. Gyoku running his mouth saying he's got a bit of information. Muzan gets completely ticked off and pissed off, and before you know it, Muzan already has his severed head in his hand. Nobody knows how that happened. Obviously he's not going to die from that. He's an upper moon. But Muzan completely said he doesn't want to hear any excuses. He's been so lenient on them. He's starting to see why he doesn't see any purpose. Honestly, I need to play this clip for you where they show Muzan absolutely menacing. Honestly, the way they showed Muzan, his debut in the first season, second season, and all the animes, doesn't do him justice when he meets Tanjiro and Nezuko. But this is where we see the power of Muzan and how much power he controls. Absolutely menacing, absolutely amazing design in that dimension. I'm so impressed about the animation. I can't keep talking about it. I'm gonna have to play the scene again. But yeah, he smashes everything. He's saying that they have to be more diligent in their duties to be able to get closer to the Spider Lily, get closer to the cure that he wants. We also get to see the leader of the Demon Slayer Corps too as well, saying, yeah, finally, after all this death, after all these years, they've killed one of the upper demon moon. In this generation, he's hoping they are going to see an end to Muzan too as well. That stain on his family, as Muzan being a member of his family, that cursed all their family with that disease too as well, bringing so much hatred, heartache, bringing all the demons to the world because he's a member of his family. Obviously, he has to do that duty. That's what their main purpose is. But yeah, extremely amazing. Obviously, we see Tanjiro completely passed out too as well. Tanjiro completely passed out. Apparently, he's been in a comatose state after that fight for the past 2 months. We get to see him revived in the medical corps too as well. Everybody's rejoicing. The old group is back. Everybody's rejoicing. Tanjiro's back. Tanjiro had a weird dream. We get to see him actually dreaming what transpired in regarding Yorichi coming to meet his dad. The story of how Tanjiro was born, how Yorichi's will was passed over to Tanjiro's family too as well. We get to see Tanjiro as a kid, all that, saying that he owed him one too as well, saying to Tanjiro's dad, Yorichi is having, I don't know, he seems to be in a certain, very, very disappointed in regarding his ability not to be able to save his brother, pass on his will to as well. And he's saying, let me pass on your will to my son that would succeed you, saying, honestly, I'm worthless. He's trying to set that self-doubt thing to as well. But he's on a completely different level, you can tell. Somebody that's put the fear of God in Muzan's body is not a small person, 100%. But you can tell, but he looks exactly like Kokushibo anyway. But yeah, we get to see that. We get to see Tanjiro wake up, Tanjiro get his strength back, literally meets back with the gang and everything like that. And he's worried about his sword naturally in regarding fighting demons and stuff like that. And they said they advised him he goes to the swordsmith village directly, and he gets permission to go to the swordsmith village. Apparently, you can't just go to the swordsmith village. They have to carry you there, so you wouldn't ask. Obviously, they're like ninjas and samurais all together, so they can be able to trace their steps there. So it's meant to be completely hidden. That's the lifeblood of the Demon Slayer Corps. So nobody's meant to know where the village is. It's a hidden village for swordsmiths too as well. So Tanjiro had to be carried. His nose had to be blocked for his ability to smell, which is quite important, and his ears had to be completely shut, and his eyes too as well had to be completely blindfolded too as well. Somebody had to carry him to the village of the swordsmith, which he did get there, and finally get to see the swordsmith village. It's a whole village completely, with the hot springs, very cute, nice looking village, as we see in the manga. But he gets to see a few Hashiras too as well there. He gets to see the love Hashira too as well there. We get to see her in a hot tub, looking as amazing as always there too as well. We get to see Tanjiro also we get a snippet towards the end of one of the Hashiras too as well, the Mist Hashira, one of the most strongest Hashiras ever, and the youngest that was able to accomplish this, the Mist Hashira, Moichiro. Tanjiro seems to, because the love Hashira, Mitsuri tells Tanjiro that there's a special thing that if you find in the village, kind of messing around with him and joking with him, that makes you stronger. And he was kind of looking and going exploring too as well, and he came across one of the swordsmith trying to deny access to one of the Hashiras, Moichiro, the Mist Hashira, and Tanjiro seen from across the bush hiding and overhearing them too as well. He's denying a Hashira access. He's saying this is our legacy. We can't let you through, and he's trying to kind of plow his way through the Mist Hashira too as well. And we get a snippet of obviously we know of someone that looks like Yorichi's kind of figurine behind the back, or looks like Rengoku too as well. But yeah, that's where the episode kind of ends too as well. Very, very amazing episode. Long episode too as well, 49 minutes. I wish every episode of the Demon Slayer would be like this. Seeing the Upper Demon Moon, he kind of reminds me, Kokushibo kind of reminds me of Jogaram Hashworld in Bleach, because of how like he's so dedicated to a point. He's a judge, jury, and execution of all the upper demons too as well. And Akaza reminds me of a Baz V or Grimjaw, which is quite a good contrast too as well. But amazing episode, honestly, beautiful animation too as well. Please like and subscribe again. So excited to keep on dropping new episode reviews and live reactions too as well as soon as they come out too as well.